All right, we got a planting video for you here today, and we're gonna show you how to not kill your fruit tree here in the Arizona desert. That's up next. Hello everyone, this is Dwayne with Edge of Nowhere Farm, and we're coming to you here at the end of February in 2024. Now if you guys have been following us along, you know that we have over 180 fruiting trees, vines, and shrubs here on this desert farm in Arizona. Now we've been growing fruit trees here in Arizona really for the last 20 years or so. Really kind of focusing on fruit trees for the last 12 though. We're gonna plant this new Pineapple Guava with you. We're using it as a cross-pollinator with our Namitz Pineapple Guava, which is right next to me. This is a Takaka. That sounds funny, but it's a Takaka Pineapple Guava. We're hoping we'll get some cross-pollination. We're gonna go ahead and get this planted with you guys here really quick, and I need to talk to you guys a little bit about how, well, not to kill this tree, but really any fruit tree. Probably pretty good. Yeah, let's bust up. I'm gonna bust up. A little bit of sauce. Hey Theo. What's up, bud? You getting in there? Getting in there good? Hi Cleo. Okay, you two.
Yeah, they're turning into the new turkeys.
They are. They're our little gardener cats. Hey, whoa, watch your tail.
Ooh, you almost got it on. Oh, you did get it on you, girl.
She doesn't care. She's like, whatever. I'm good, you guys.
You're gonna smell like fish. All the other kitties are gonna be
Oh,
what?
the fish tail got up in my mouth. How did that even happen?
Cleo.
So you can see how simple that is. We don't get too fancy with planting these trees. You dig a hole about the same size as a pot. If you want to make it a little bit deeper or wider, you can. Doesn't matter too much. You want to make sure that the tree itself is above grade. We've talked about that many times. We have our caliche layer down about 1.5 feet to 2 feet. Real hard rock-like substance. Keeping that root ball up away from that's going to encourage it to grow out. We want these roots growing horizontal like most fruit trees will. So we're encouraging that with this ring design that you see here. Now we're going to be using drip irrigation, which is not normal for us. Typically we're using a double ring design and we're using flood type irrigation, but with these smaller shrub-like trees, we don't need that much water. The drip system will be set up evenly in here, and it's close enough to the other tree they'll share water. So newly planted trees, we always use a combination of fish emulsion and vitamin B1 just to get the soil life started. Now, we're at the front of the farm here. There's been wood chips down in this area for several years. We have a lot of bug activity. We've got some worms over here, and we've got a lot of just general activity here in the soil. This will help to ensure that we're going to do the same thing in all the soil that's building around this tree. As evergreens, these trees need a lot of nutrition, regular fertilization, and anytime we can add nitrogen and soil biology, it's helping this tree. So this combination goes in the hole a couple different times as we're planting it, and then around this ring we'll completely saturate this to water the new tree and give it a nice little boost of nutrition. So now we talked about that one thing that you need to make sure you do, especially with newly planted trees, to not kill them here in the Arizona sun. What's that? So the one thing you have to make sure you use when you're planting a new fruit tree is coming behind and adding some type of trunk protectant. Now I know there's a lot of things that are important when it comes to planting a tree here in the desert, but I can tell you from experience, we lost our very first apple tree that we planted in 2012, lost it a few months in because it got sunburned in the middle of summer. Didn't paint the trunk, that was a disaster. So completely killed the tree, and I'll tell you, that tree had a good size, probably about 1.5 inch to 2 inch caliper tree, and killed it with some sunburn just on one side. So adding some type of trunk protectant, now there's a lot of options out there. We've used the one you can get from Home Depot or Lowe's. It's a basic latex-based paint. That will work just fine. You'll find it in the gardening section. We prefer the Ivy Organics 3-in-1 Plant Guard. This has some essential oils in there as well as diatomaceous earth. So not only does it help protect from the sun, we have a lot of issues here with varmints and other things trying to eat the trunks of our trees. This we found helps with that also. The key with that, make sure you're applying that before the tree gets sunburned. Once it's burnt, the damage is done. You have a really good chance of losing your tree. All the expense, all the work down the drain. So again, if you guys are gonna use the Ivy Organics, make sure you use our discount code. It's EONFARM, EONFARM. Get you 10% off at checkout if you're gonna use this one. But just make sure, no matter what you do, when you plant that new tree, protect that trunk. Don't ruin your investment. I think I'm gonna get where do we wanna have that? So just want to thank you for joining us today. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. We cover a lot of things here on this newly established farm in the Arizona desert and would love to see you on a regular basis. If you have any questions or comments, those go in the comment section down below. And our Amazon shop, I'll leave a link down in the description. That's a free, painless way to help support the channel. If you start with the link down below, it doesn't matter what you buy. You help to support us here. And one more time, if you're gonna use the Ivy Organics 3-in-1 Plant Guard or any of their products, make sure you use our discount code EONFARM, EONFARM, at checkout for 10% off. So just wanna thank you for joining us today and remind you, if we can farm on the edge of nowhere, so can you. All right, today we've got a planting video for you, and we're gonna show you how to not kill your fruit tree here in the desert.